I cry, but now only sometimes. Is that right?
Welcome to the Indie Tea Talk podcast. I'm Adam and this is Beth, your host for a journey into indie music across the north of England. Tune in as we share a brew with some of the most exciting indie artists around, exploring their unique melodies and creating a space where you can discover your favourite music like never before. And whilst you're here, please show your support by hitting that subscribe button. It's a massive help to us and the amazing artists that we feature. Today on the Indie Tea Talk podcast, we're joined by an artist whose voice and guitar playing carries the soul of jazz, the groove of funk, and the intimacy of folk storytelling. Rue has been described as a future star and has been building her reputation gig by gig across the southwest and beyond, with support from BBC Introducing, appearances at festivals like The Great Escape, Boardmasters, and a recent performance opening for Gabrielle at Sidmouth International Jazz and Blues Festival. Yes, that is a mouthful. Rue has fast become one of the UK's most exciting live acts. Her songs are deeply personal, from heartbreak to healing, tinnitus to family loss, and all delivered with a unique classical style from her early training. Her latest single, On the Fence, has had airtime on BBC Radio 3 and on playlists such as Spotify's Fresh Finds. So, without further ado, please welcome Rue into the studio. Hello.
Hello, hello.
How are you today?
I'm very well.
Quite far away from home.
It's the furthest I've been, yeah.
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 How long did it take you to get all the way up? I know you've not come up for today. You've been doing a couple of gigs around the north, but what were your travel time?
It was about 7.5 hours to Hull, so it wasn't too bad. It was okay, you know.
Yeah, just casual, yeah. That's just like going to the shop or something.
Yeah.
Have you been finding your stay up north this past week?
Do you know what? It's been absolutely lovely. Everyone's been really welcoming and friendly, and I mean, I've only done 2 gigs, but both of them were really nice, yeah.
Brilliant.
Way better than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Do you want to give a bit of a shout out to where you've been performing then?
Yeah, so Thursday I played at Trinity Live in Hull. That was a lovely vibe. And then yesterday I played at Matt and Fred's Jazz Club in Manchester. And full room, just loads of people. I just wasn't expecting it. It really took me by surprise. So thank you to anybody who came to that.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've picked up a number of new fans from up north.
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
Definitely. So you've been gigging for years around Cornwall and Devon. What do you remember about those early shows, and how do you think they kind of shaped you as an artist today?
Well, I've done a range of things, and I've been in a few different bands. So I did a degree in jazz in Cornwall from the ages like 18 to 21, and then I started playing in bands after that.
Right.
And it was, you know, when you first start and you get, I don't know, like 40 quid for a gig, you're like, oh my God, I'm rich. This is amazing. So I was in like jazz, funk, sort of function bands, things like that. And then I only started doing my original stuff in like 2017. So how many years is that? 8. Oh my God.
Quick maths.
Yeah. But it's good fun gigging down there. Yeah, there's plenty of places to play, and it's a beautiful place. Yeah.
What is the, obviously, excuse my not naivety, but just not exposed to it, I suppose. What is the gig scene like down there then?
I think it's great once you're in it.
Right.
But like anyway, it's quite hard. It's quite hard, isn't it, to get yourself, going. But there's a lot of festivals in the southwest. Plenty. Yeah. The Cornish people love a good festival and letting their hair down and getting a bit loose. But you might, there's like Boardmasters. You might have heard of that. So I've pretty much played them all. I'm at a point now where I'm not trying to sound like I'm being big-headed, but I feel like I've played a lot of the festivals in the southwest, so I wanted to come up here to just sort of get out and about a bit, because I've not really done it before. The furthest I've been up is like Cheltenham Jazz Festival.
Okay.
So I thought it was about time that I
still
did
quite a
miles.
distance from Cheltenham up to us. Really,
yeah.
I think that's really cool though, to have like that vision, I guess, of like, right, I've done everything round here, now it's, let's do something different. And it's lovely to have you up here. It's really exciting.
Yeah. And I'd love to come back as well. Hopefully get my band up here and do a bit of a proper run, like a good week of shows rather than just a couple of days.
Absolutely. Well, if you do come back up with a band, you're going to have to come back here, right?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to.
So you started out playing classical guitar as a child. Do you think that well, I think it has, but do you how much do you think that that's kind of carried through into your current musical stylings?
A lot. Like, if you give me a plectrum, I cannot play anything at all. I've tried, like this year, I've been really trying to like hone in on trying to learn how to solo, like with a pick. And it's just alien, it's like trying to write with your other hand for me anyway. So yeah, it's had a big influence. Like everything I do is very much fingerstyle. Yeah. And I just love that kind of playing. Like, what's it? Not flamenco, like Spanish guitar kind of sound. Yeah. I mean, I suppose when I first started as well, like I'm quite percussive with the way I play guitar as well, and I think that's because when I started, I didn't have a bass player and I didn't have a drummer, so I was kind of like trying to do both of those things as well on top. So now when I do play with a band, it's almost kind of like the band has to play around me a little bit. Like a bit of a selfish player in that sense. Yeah.
We need to get you one of those, is it like umpire bands where they've got the drum on the back?
The drum, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. God, I don't know if I could go that far.
That's really cool though, to have everyone working around you. And I think to be playing like that, to like cover the drums and the bass and all of those things, I think it makes you a better musician when you're trying to fill that space. Like, how, I don't know, do you enjoy playing like that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would get really, really bored if I was just playing, strumming 3 chords, kind of thing. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, absolutely.
Maybe it's just my brain because I'm just like so like, I don't know,
on it.
thinking so much all the time. But yeah, no, it's fun. Yeah, it keeps me entertained anyway.
Oh yeah, I bet.
So your songs are incredibly personal, from the Sun and the Moon, Ears and Fathom, which you are going to be playing for us today. They're all rooted in real experiences. How do you find songwriting? Is it more of a cathartic experience, or does it feel quite exposing when you share them with a new audience?
I think I am, again, I'm like quite a selfish writer in the sense that I really struggle to write songs that don't mean anything to me, which can make the songwriting process a little bit slow at times. Like,
how long do you think it takes you to write an average, and if you averaged the time over the songs that you've got?
Some are really quick, some are not. I think lots of musicians have said this before, but if life is going good, you almost don't really have anything to write about.
We've spoke about that so much on this podcast.
You need a bit of drama.
It's so bittersweet.
Yeah.
How long do you think what's your average time to write a song? Is it something that happens quite quickly for you?
About 2 years.
2 years.
It's when you have your song and then like you add all the little embellishments, and I can imagine it's the same when you bring the band to the song. It sounds different still. Like, how does that work for you? Like, do you write a song on your own and then bring it to the band, or do you write collaboratively? Like, what's that process like for you?
Yeah, I write everything myself, and then we'll go to rehearsal, and then I'll do that classic singer thing of being like to the drummer, "Can you play this?" Love it. Like, terrible descriptions, and then they just somehow are able to translate what I mean magically. I don't think they change that much. Sometimes the band members will have really nice ideas and say, let's add in this little thing here, and it's more like little musical ideas. But I'm quite a control freak when it comes to the structure and everything. So yeah, I wouldn't say they have too much say in it. But my band members are amazing, and they both have very like individual, unique sounds. So like, yeah, it's always nice getting together and then adding that new bit to it. I'm getting very babbly here now.
No, you're absolutely not. Do you think that like the honesty is like one of your biggest strengths in songwriting then?
It's a strength and a weakness, I suppose. Yeah. You know, like I said, I struggle to make things up. But it is scary sometimes if you're writing something that, you know, is about someone who's done you wrong, or and then you're going to play it live and you just think, especially if you're like in your local scene and maybe you're thinking, oh, these people that know me, I bet they're putting 2 and 2 together as to what this is about. Yeah. That kind of puts me on edge a little bit. So,
have you had any of those experiences?
Yeah.
Did they figure it out straight away?
Yeah.
Have they ever been in the room?
No. But I think I introduced a song once at a gig, and someone I knew like shouted across the room like the name of who they thought it was about, and that was a bit awkward. But
Yeah, did you just go bright red straight away?
Probably.
Yeah, how do you even handle that?
I don't know.
You
Just ignore it and carry on.
You know, I'm putting it out there, so I'm kind of asking for it. So, you know.
Well, yeah. Your latest single, On the Fence, has it's already received quite a lot of really positive attention. How does that make you? How does it make you feel? But how does it feel as an independent artist?
It's cool. It's really cool. Like I'm self-managed and self-funded and whatever else. I basically do everything myself. So yeah, when that got onto the Spotify playlist, the Jazz UK one, I was a bit like, whoa, okay, this is pretty cool. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to get on, you know, good radio shows and things like that, and just it doesn't make it worthwhile because that's not why I'm doing it, but it gives you a little ego boost, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's seeing that hard work pay off. Like you put so much into your music, and like you said, self-funded, self-everything, and it's seeing that work go, oh yeah, like it's doing what it should be doing. It's enjoy it. Yeah.
How did the process go from writing the song to kind of getting it out there? What are your steps?
Well, I always, going back to the question before about how I write songs, I always write lyrics last. So I always start off on guitar, then sort of hum the melody, and then figure out the lyrics last, and then take it to the band. But yeah, we just went into the studio and tracked it, and it was a lot of fun putting all the harmonies on top. I really like that part of recording, and you know, sort of getting in the front seat as far as editing goes, and like comping all the different parts and putting it all together like a big jigsaw. I really love that bit, especially when it comes to harmonies. It's quite a nice feeling, layering them on top of each other and getting that sound, that cohesive sort of wall of sound from it. It really, really brings it to life. So.
So what did you, how did you go about getting it onto the Spotify playlist? Is that something that...
Well, to be honest with you, I don't actually know. Like, if you're asking me if I like paid for it or something,
no,
I didn't. I
no, that's not what I was asking.
I distributed it through a company called Root Note in Cornwall, and then I just got an email one day saying it was on that playlist, and so that's just I have no idea.
The magic pixies
mystery
behind the scenes.
Yeah. So thank you to whoever did it. But I guess just good luck maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's massive though. I bet it felt great.
Yeah. It's mad. Totally mad.
Right then, it's time for the all important infamous question. Oh yes, it's time to talk about tea.
Oh yes.
So if your music was a flavour, exactly, there's a glass to tea. If your music was a flavour of tea, what would it be and why?
So I had an original answer for this, and it was going to be that I was a Cornish cream tea,
right?
Because I was just struggling to figure it out. Like When people ask me what kind of genre of music I play, I often really struggle to answer that question because it's not very definite. There's like a lot of different influences. There's like soul, folk, jazz, funk. Like it just, yeah, I find it really difficult. But anyway, so I was going to bring some Cornish tea, but I left it at home.
And it was obviously a little bit too far to pop back for it.
You can't really go around the corner and pick that up.
So I went in a tea shop in Manchester yesterday, and I tried to find something that would be best suited. So I found this. It's called Violet Cream.
Oh, yeah.
And it says dark chocolate covered violets with vanilla notes. And I picked this because I thought dark chocolate, some of my songs are quite dark.
Yes.
But then vanilla notes, some of my songs are like quite sweet. Normally when we play a set, we sort of start off with the happier, sweeter sounding songs. And then it gradually gets more dark
lower them
towards
into
the
a false
end.
sense of security.
Yeah,
And then...
yeah. So that's why I picked this. Yeah.
That's
It
amazing.
smelled very nice as well. So
That's brilliant.
I am actually looking forward to drinking some of this. Yeah.
And yeah, actually tasting it. Yeah.
So Violet Cream.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much. We're going to go into your first live session now. So would you like to tell us what song you're going to be performing first and maybe a little bit about it?
Okay, cool. I'm going to play first a song called The Sun and the Moon. This one isn't released just yet, but it hopefully by the time this is out, it should be coming up. And this is a song about, just a previous relationship. Classic kind of heartbreaky vibes.
Brilliant. Well, I can't wait to give it a listen. Thank you very much.
Who am I? Where do we go? What do we say of time? Running away. Things cannot change. If nothing survives, what happens to the love we leave behind? Oh, I try to write, but there's nothing left to say. I love you all the same. I'm just a child in an adult's frame. Nothing holds me like this feeling, like phases of the moon. Yeah, if you're the sun, then go on, reach me. Why'd you leave the door open just to build another wall? Oh, I tried the 5 love languages, but you don't speak at all. Thought we'd pack our bags and go somewhere to smoke and drink alone. Oh, but that was too much to ask. Oh, I'm just a pain in your ass. So I try to scream, but the volume stays the same. Middle place is strange. 700 days to wash away this pain. Nothing holds me like this feeling, like phases of the moon. If you're the sun, then go on, reach me. Who am do we say of time?
So we've already kind of got into this a little bit before, but I just wanted to ask you kind of, when people try and get you to describe your sound, what do you want them to hear first? Is it the jazz, the soul, folk? I suppose it's a little bit of a play on what do you think you sound like, more of what do you want people to kind of absorb?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. What do I want people to hear? Well, do you know, when I use the word jazz, I like to use it quite loosely, because I feel like there's a lot of jazz purists out there, you know, people who are incredible, like bebop players and things like that. So sometimes when I say I play jazz, I kind of feel a little bit like an imposter. But at the same time, I really hate to use the word jazzy. It's like, but it is a little bit like that, I suppose. I guess I like to think of it as soul. I want people to hear something that's soulful and, you know, sounds like there's some feeling in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I suppose a lot of it is it's about accompanying the story as well, then, that's in the lyrics. And
yeah. When I listen to music, I'm usually much more invested in the melodies than I am lyrics.
Yeah.
Not that lyrics don't mean anything to me, because like I said, you know, I only write things if they mean something. But yeah, I like to be quite expressive with rhythms and melodies more so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And having like the musical knowledge and the ability to, you know, do that. I think that's quite unique.
Winging it a little bit.
Yeah, fake it till you make it, baby.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, well, yeah, sometimes people will ask me, like, you know, what is it that you're playing on guitar there? Like, are you playing this chord? And I'm like, I don't know, am I? You know, I'm very much like shapes and patterns and things. Like, I did my degree in jazz, but if I'm being honest, most of that theory just kind of went, whew.
Yeah.
Like, it is there, but I think it's more like subconscious.
I think, I mean, I'm not a big fan of theory-led music anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think the understanding is obviously quite important, but it's about the feel, isn't it? It's the vibe.
I think the thing is with theory and, you know, knowing all of your stuff, it's more something that, I can't remember who said it. There's a famous musician that said, like, you've got to learn theory and then forget it.
Yeah.
So does that make sense?
Yeah, I've heard it slightly different. It's you need to know the rules before you can break them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
that's a good way to put it as well. Yeah.
Which is the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's the same thing. You need to understand what you're doing, why you're breaking that rule, or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got to put your own flair on it, haven't you? And that's what the rule breaking does.
And I think most of that just comes naturally through, you know, what you're listening to and what you're influenced by.
Yeah.
I definitely notice it with myself. Like, if I go through, you know, you go through phases of listening to certain artists, and then at that time you'll find yourself almost singing a little bit like the person that you're listening to a lot of at the time.
Who are you listening to at the moment?
Ooh, well, I love Madison Cunningham. Nice. She's this amazing player from the States, and she's almost like folk jazz. Again, just like a real mixture of stuff, this monster of a guitar player. But in honesty, I listen to so much different stuff. I'm one of those people, you know. I love everything.
Yeah, don't pin it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've already played some pretty incredible venues, from Pizza Express Jazz Club, Cheltenham Jazz Arena, The Great Escape. Has there been a show that really felt like a turning point for you?
The Cheltenham Jazz Arena one was a pretty big one. We didn't expect it to be as big as it was. It was like a huge arena seated gig, and even my band, you know, they've been playing for years, and they're pretty laid back, casual guys.
Yeah.
And we got there, and there was this really heavy jazz fusion band on before us, and we're sitting there watching them, and I could tell they were getting a little bit nervous about it, like, oh, you know, God, we've got to follow this. So that was a pretty big turning point. I mean, yesterday the gig that I did in Manchester was pretty mad for me, really. I just couldn't believe how many people came and were so nice and invested. You know, it was amazing. Yeah, I don't know. I've done a lot of gigs. It's hard to
of course.
It's hard to pinpoint, but
I can only imagine. Like, I think there's, you know, I ask like a variation of this question to, you know, quite a few different people, and I think what I always come away from it is that there's two very different, well, for me it seems like there's two very like different opposing feelings about it, and it's that sometimes the big gigs are like, wow, look at this achievement, look at this thing, look how many people there are, look at this space. And then you also have the opposite side of it, where you've got these really small, intimate, very, you know, heartfelt or emotional gigs that where you feel like you connect on a completely different level, and you get lost in that zone, which is not always like you kind of get lost in the experience of a big gig, but sometimes you can get lost in that personal connection you get with the audience in a small gig.
Yeah.
So I it's a bit cruel of me to ask which is your favourite, but I'm gonna.
Ooh. I know exactly what you're saying. Because sometimes, you know, you play at a festival, and festivals are a lot of fun. There's a lot of people. I have really bad eyesight, so this is sidetracking a little bit.
I like it. Go on.
I have terrible eyesight, and so if it's like a big crowd, I can't really see them.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it is nice, isn't it, when you do a small intimate one and things have connected with people and they've come up to you and had a proper good chat with you afterwards, whereas, you know, you can get a bit caught up in big crowds, and it's hard to, I find it quite hard to connect with a big crowd. It becomes just kind of like a bit of a blur of people at times. It is fun.
Almost.
It is fun. But what's better? I don't know. I want to say like an in-between.
That's so sitting on the fence.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you get away with that.
Did I escape that question?
I'm not letting you get away with that.
I don't know.
A gig that's big enough for you to still connect and still have a...
I think I do a lot of slots at festivals where I'm billed in the afternoon, because my music is quite like... It's quite chilled and relaxed, and it's quite nice for people like sitting on the grass in the afternoon, which is nice because usually people are sober at that point, so they're listening. They're listening more. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have to sit on the fence for that one.
God.
I'm really sorry.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about this fence sitting?
As an artist, I empathise with you.
Ah.
That is the exact answer I would have given if you asked me that question.
I'll spin it a little bit. I weirdly enough quite like doing small gigs where the sound on stage is like small setup, maybe not even with a monitor, like, because sometimes when you're on a big stage, and I don't know if you get this, like doing music, but sometimes when you're on a big stage and you can hear everything really well, I find that a little bit off-putting and it puts me on edge.
Yeah.
Whereas like if I'm doing a smaller gig and I'm in a small room and it's just kind of the sound of the room, I feel a little bit more comfortable, like I'm at home.
Yeah.
So is that an answer? I don't know.
With like less monitors and less... I guess it's a less high production intimate gig. It's
yeah.
And that's really nice because you're hearing what everyone else is hearing, like with these monitors. It's great that you can hear everything, but it's very rarely an accurate representation of what everyone else is hearing. So it's nice.
Yeah.
That brings you all together, doesn't it, really?
Yeah. That's my answer.
Right. I'm just going to have to accept it.
I mean, by all means, if I was offered some really great, massive slot at Glastonbury or something, I would be like, yes, please. I'll do it. But yeah.
So, well, speaking of big slots, you opened for Gabrielle. That must have been pretty surreal.
It was pretty cool. It was really cool because the band we played afterward. No, let me rephrase that. We played after a band called Nubian Twist, who are this amazing, really cool jazz soul fusion band. And I supported them a couple of years ago. But then this year, I actually played after them and then before Gabrielle. And that was quite a late slot as well, going back to the whole like being billed early. So it was really amazing to play a slot that was like that later on in the day and after, you know, a band that I really respect. It was cool. It was very, very cool. I didn't get to meet Gabrielle though. It was like security lockdown.
Was it?
I wasn't allowed.
They saw you come in. They were like,
I just want to say hi.
Everybody else did.
Yeah. Well, actually, I came off stage with my guitars and stuff, and I wasn't allowed to go backstage to get my cases.
That's
so
crazy.
I had to wait for her to go on stage to then be able to go and put my things away, which I'm sure probably wasn't up to her, but like, it was that level of
wow.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
How did that gig sort of come about?
Well, how did it come about? It was a guy I know called Jonah Hitchens, who's a really wicked player from Bristol. I think he was involved with the booking and we've played on gigs together before. Just connections, I suppose. Yeah.
That's really nice though, because Apply to Play is a brilliant thing, but when a gig of that scale can come from real connections, that's super special. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Actual hard work and getting to know people.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So we mentioned this a little bit earlier on. You like to get pretty hands-on with the studio editing, comping, mixing. Where does that side of you come from? Like, what drives you into doing
being
those
a
elements?
Perfectionist, I think. Being a bit of a control freak. I don't know, really.
Have you got much studio engineering experience?
I'm the kind of person that's very, very good at telling someone what to do on the computer, but can't actually do it themselves.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I wish I was, but my brain, like, if I start trying to learn all this, I can use it a bit. You know, I'm not useless. I did music tech at college, but like, my brain just goes no, like it's too much. It's too much. So I like to sit there and point the finger. I don't know, really. I guess it's a bit of a curse, isn't it? Being a perfectionist. I'd like to do more live stuff, which is what we're doing today, so that you don't have the choice of doing that. But I guess when you're tracking things, it becomes a bit of a game, doesn't it? And it's like, how good can I get this?
This kind of why I like doing this kind of recording, like, personally, because it is what it is. Like warts and all sort of thing. And I think that those, I mean I've mentioned this quite a few times before, but it's the imperfections that create that individual moment. And at the end of the day, when we record in a live scenario, it's like when you play a gig, it is an individual thing. I know it's recorded, so it kind of counteracts that a little bit, but it's a moment, and you're capturing that moment, and it is where it is. But when you go into the studio and you start recording a little bit more multi-tracking, you have to kind of set a limit on how many takes you're going to do, you know. I think else you could just go on forever. Do you know, I always find that the first few are normally the best anyway. So you end up doing like loads and loads of takes, and then you go back through them.
Listen back to them, you go, oh, actually that first one was all right.
Yeah.
Shit, there goes 4 hours in the studio.
I like talking to you. I like that you say you're a perfectionist and stuff like that. I love that commitment to your vision. Like, you know, we spoke earlier about bringing the band to the songs, and it's like they can have a little bit of creative input, but I love that you know what you want, and that, like, do you think that comes into the production as well?
Yeah, I think so. And I guess that's the beauty of being an independent artist in that sense.
Yeah, it's really
is that
exciting.
you can do what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though it's expensive.
It is. But we appreciate it. Like, we get to see something just really authentic, like it's your vision. And I don't know, that just really excites me.
I was thinking about this on the way up in the car, actually, listening to some albums and, you know, like Amy Winehouse and stuff. There's a lot of artists where the earlier stuff is always has that edge to it, doesn't it? And I wonder if that's because of that, because maybe they have more control near the start or something. I don't know.
Well, there's the Amy Winehouse. I'm sure there's more than this, but it's the Tears Dry on My Own. So like the one that was released is like super fast and upbeat, but then there's one like it's hiding in Spotify and it's like Amy's version and it is so slowed down and so soulful and it's just it's really cool. Yeah.
Right, I'm listening to that on the way home.
Yeah. You have to find it first, the hide it.
It's hiding in Spotify.
Yeah. Nice, yeah.
So you're heading back into the studio in October. What can we expect from these new sessions? What have you got lined up for us?
So, well, hopefully, I would really like to be able to release like a long EP or a short album. Yeah, I really want to. Yeah. I want to have a body of work. I'd really like to be able to put out some vinyl, you know, but you can't do that for a single. So yeah, I'd like to have a good body of work, and also I think in recent years my songs have kind of matured a little bit. Like my first EP, you know, I've got love for it, but when I listen to it, I can tell like the lyrics are a little bit more immature. I hate my ex-boyfriend. We'd
love to see it though.
Yeah.
It's my favourite kind of music.
So I think my lyrics have matured a little bit more over the years, and just more of what I've been doing, really, more of what I released last year. I'd really love to get some strings involved or something like that, just something a little bit extra. I don't know what yet, but yeah, just something a little bit more than what I've already done. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds very exciting.
Yeah. Sorry, it's a bit cryptic. I'm not really I'm not giving much away there, am I?
I quite like it. There's a prospect of some potential vinyl coming, which is what everybody wants. Everybody needs more vinyl in their life. And something that's just a little bit more explored, I think.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, you don't know what's going to come until you've walk out of those sessions, really, do you? You know, so I think that's a great start for everybody to start getting excited about. Right then, it's time to jump into your second live session. Do you want to give us a little bit of? Do you want to tell us what you're going to play first, actually, and then tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm going to play a song called Fathom. And I wrote this one about my dad, who passed away a couple of years ago. He had cancer, and this was like a really, I don't know, it was quite a heavy song to write, but after I did it, it was quite a, like a weight off. Yeah, definitely. So it's just about that. It's kind of a song for anyone who has lost someone, really. So I hope it resonates with some people.
Oh, thank you. Well, can't wait to listen to it. Thank you very much.
Time flies. Did you even really die? I cry. Now only sometimes. Is that right? I saw you last night, felt you by my side. Tobacco smoke on your green coat, water to my eyes. I wish that I could run, I wish that I could fly away to the place where you're residing, sighing as you wait. I'll see you again someday. I'll see you again someday. Oh, yeah. Were you sorry for the messes that you made? Wonder, worry, life's a toll that you paid. People hurry, obsessed with how to behave or taking chances. We all go the same way. Best not ruin the day. Yeah. We all go the same way. It's an ordinary life, tangled up in family ties. Watch the light fade from your eyes. Could you hear me as I walked away? No, were you okay? If only you could see me now, would you say I made you proud? I am mellow, I am loud, I can't fathom how to walk away. No, leave those days, yeah. No, I don't wanna die, but if there's another side, I smile, 'cause I'll see you again someday. I'll see you again someday. I'll see you again someday. I'll see you again someday.
So you've made it all the way through to the quickfire round. Well done.
Thank you.
So we've got a couple of quickfire questions. Notoriously, I'm absolutely rubbish at writing quickfire questions because they require not so much a quickfire answer. But we'll just see how it goes.
Okay.
Just,
Oh, God.
just roll with the punches.
Okay.
So if you could only play one of your songs to someone that's never heard any of your music before, what are you picking and why?
Like live or the studio version?
You've found a flaw in my question. I'll let you choose.
Okay. If it was a studio version, probably Lucid, because I'm really proud of that one. I'm really proud of how it's been put together. It just sounds quite epic. If I was going to play something live, maybe Fathom at the moment, just because I feel like it's the most here I am kind of song. Yeah.
One record you'd save from a fire.
Oh, goodness me. Ooh, maybe some Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did not see that one coming, but
Yeah.
I like it.
Which one?
Oh, God. Oh, now I'm stumped. Maybe Off the Wall.
Yeah.
That is the one. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I literally thought you were going to say Off the Wall.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Which of your lyrics are you most proud of?
There's a lyric in my song Mr. Claude, which is a song about anxiety. And it's not washing my clothes. Wait, what was it? Not washing my clothes or even my skin. My purpose is wearing thin. And I just quite liked the play on words with that lyric.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Love that. This is a really nasty question.
I love
Adam.
it. Well, it's not as nasty as the one I asked you. So.
Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah.
There were arguments over that one.
I asked when Beth was in. I said, "You've got to kill one member of the band to save the rest."
Please don't ask me that.
There were genuine arguments.
Bearing in, all the band were sat on the sofa here.
Oh, and they were there.
Yeah.
They were all just looking at me.
Oh no.
Yeah, this one's not as bad as that one. So, what is the worst gig you've ever played, and what made it unforgettable? That's so horrible.
Oh goodness me. There's been a few. Okay. I got booked for a birthday party once.
Oh, already? No.
I got booked for a birthday party once, and I won't name any names. He's probably not going to even hear this because he's probably discarded me now. But yeah, he booked us as a band, and when we play as a band, we often play more so my original music.
I know where this is going.
Rather than like some covers. And so like when he got in touch with me, I said, this is what we do. Just so you know, we play like 80% my original music. Got there, did the gig. It was a strange one. It was in a pub, and it was that kind of feeling, in what's the film? Hot Fuzz. Is it Hot Fuzz?
Yeah.
And they walk in the pub, and everyone's like,
who's this?
It was like that.
It's a local pub for local people.
Yeah.
I'm feeling this story in my soul. I'm with you.
So,
we're going to make it through.
I mean, it's a long story, but I'm going to try and condense it. But basically, the night was full of horrible things and not very nice people. And then we got to the end, and the guy spoke to me, and he was like, "You were really great, but I just wish you would have played some Bob Marley, a bit of reggae." And I was like,
The bit that made it unforgettable. That's so specific.
"Yeah,
I love that.
yeah." I mean, there was a whole bunch of other things, but I won't go too far.
Was that
into
the
it,
guy whose birthday it was?
Yeah.
Where's the Bob Marley?
Yeah, and he knew what he
so
was getting.
Out of pocket.
Yeah, so that was a weird one. I don't know. There's been a lot. There's been a lot of different things that's happened over the years.
Your sound screams Bob Marley. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where was the Bob Marley, really?
I don't know.
My guy had a point.
Yeah, you let everyone down.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was pretty up there.
I find these, we've had it before doing, people want to book the band, and I'm like, do you know what we do?
Yeah.
It's not going to be Bob Marley. Like, it will probably make you cry. And they go, yeah. And it's not until you get there, they go, well, what's this? It's like, oh, God. But yeah, I empathise with you so hard on that one. I bet that was like the longest night of your life.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. That's
Yeah.
Oh, I want to hug you.
I feel like a weight's lifted from you.
Is it?
Right. Considering you've got a little bit of a road trip back home, what is your go-to road trip song? What's going to be getting more than one play on the way back?
I've been listening to so much different stuff on the way up here. It can go from something really embarrassing to something really sophisticated.
Let's start with the embarrassing.
I quite like myself a little bit of Megan Thee Stallion sometimes,
Love that.
That, and then the more sophisticated stuff. I've been loving this artist called Corto Alto recently, a Portuguese singer called Maro. I love everything, really. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you like Sugar Babes?
Do you know what? Live, their band are amazing.
They are.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah.
Which
And they
song
have
is
some
it?
really catchy songs. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can't think what it's called, but there's one there's one song, and the percussion is like amazing.
Yeah. Oh.
I was just intrigued to see if you like Sugar Babes, because but the live versions are pretty incredible. Their backing band is
Yeah.
Why would you ask about Sugar Babes?
I don't know. I'll be honest, that's what I listened to on a road trip, and I just
Nice.
I felt like you might have enjoyed that.
Did I not ask you a question? What's the most embarrassing song on your playlist right now? And you said Sugar Babes.
Really?
I'm sure that's what we said. I'm
okay.
sure that's what we said.
I'm pretty hung up on the Sugar Babes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
weird.
don't know.
Not so guilty pleasure.
Not yet.
No. What's one of the weirdest things you've been asked after a gig?
I don't know. That's a hard one. I mean, I've definitely met some weird people.
Where's the Bob Marley?
I think
probably.
that kind of,
Probably that.
yeah.
Yeah.
How do you ever overcome that? I don't think you can you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming. It's time for you to plug yourself a little bit. Do you want to tell us where we can find you on social media? I think that you might have a bit of merch there to show us.
Oh, yeah, I do. So you can find me online at It's Rue to You. It's Rue to You. And it's spelled R-U-E. And this is my merch. Ta-da.
Ta-da!
So I have T-shirts and bags for sale on my Bandcamp page, if anybody's interested. Yeah, I'm on all the things online. I guess my most active place is probably Instagram. I'm not really a big TikToker.
The Cornish came out of you then.
Yeah. So yeah, follow me on there and you can see where I'm playing, and hopefully I'll be back up north again sometime
Please
in the
come
near
back.
future.
Yes, please
Yeah.
do. So I will pop a link below wherever this is, somewhere down there, to your Bandcamp, your social medias and stuff like that. So for anyone that's listening / watching, please do hit them below and give Rue a follow. And yeah, it's been absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for coming all this way.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna pretend that you came all this way just to see us, which is an absolute
It's half true.
half true. Yeah. I'm gonna just in my head, it's all true. But yeah, thank you so much for coming up. Thanks to Beth as well for joining us today at such short notice.
Thanks for having me. It's been lovely.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you've been up to, Beth, while we're here?
We have just finished recording our second EP, which is very exciting. That's in the mix at the moment,
Oh.
being mixed, yeah. So hopefully
Yeah.
that'll be coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just crafting, really. I'm doing a lot of fundraising at the moment. Well, I say fundraising. I'm just trying to make money and survive. But trying to raise some money.
fundraising.
Trying to raise some money for the band. Doing cover gigs and stuff like that. So when it comes time to distribute, we can just do
go,
it. So yeah, we're putting a lot of groundwork in at the moment. But yeah, hopefully we can come back and maybe have a chat about the second EP. You know, I love coming here. Any
Absolutely.
excuse to be in this space.
Well, you're more than welcome anytime. You've caught me now. You've got committed to.
What about you, Adam? What have you been up to?
Oh, just trying to survive.
Yeah, that's like the general consensus. We're all
Just trying to get by.
trying to get through.
Trying to keep on top of this amazing project that takes up far more time than what I ever envisioned it would do.
Well, you're you're absolutely smashing it, dude.
Oh, thank
We're
you.
all loving it.
Thank
Let
you
Adam
so
know
much.
in the comments how much we appreciate everything he does, because you're a proper legend.
I won't go that far.
I would.
I just get by. But yeah, no. Thank you very much to both of you for coming today. That kind of wraps up another episode of Indie Tea Talk. Please do like, share, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Leave some comments, and please give these lovely ladies a follow as well on their social medias, so you can see what they've been up to. Until next time, thank you very much.
Cheers. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Bye.